back, everyone. We'll begin starting in just a few minutes here. First, like always, gonna run a quick ad, then we'll get started. So I'll see everyone in just a few minutes here. And I'll be right back. All right. Give me just a second, everyone, and we'll be finished up with the start here. Hope everyone's having a great day. We'll be continuing our save, maybe hunting down some things. Yeah, starting sister group of X in there. Very good. Put that out. Let's see. This down, this up. Alright, you know what? It's gonna bug me. The easiest solution. There we go. Alright. But yeah, we'll be continuing today on Battle Brothers. Hope everyone enjoys. We last time we had just been able to deal with the cult of the flesh. Not without losses at all. Actually, More losses than I would care for. But we're now running under slightly new rule. If we die, we die. There's no more reloading. There's no more of most things that we were doing before. Which, you know, can maybe cause a few things. 1 second. What is this? There we go. Let me do one thing real quick. Work. All right. Check one thing real quick. Let's go with doing this. All right, but yeah, today we'll be trying to set up for some of the other legendary locations. Sorry, I'm back here. Just maybe a bit of extra setup in that. We'll see. Just go ahead and real quick. These things here. Getting a little bit of frame drop, so I'm just trying to fix that real quick. Make it a little bit better. All right. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. But yeah, we'll be trying to set up for some of the other legendary locations. Just maybe try and find our way do something we haven't done before. You know, I wonder how the miasma would work against the Kraken. This is a reach weapon. Consider. Hey! Thank you for the lurk, mongrel. Been good for the most part. Have a sick kitten issue, but otherwise doing good. And hopefully that'll be resolved soon. Yeah, like I said, thank you for the art. go ahead and sell that, but we're still gonna keep it in case we use it for a nimble probe. We'll grab one more set of tools, one more thing of meat, before I drunk. We are low on crowns, because I forgot to take a save after I went and turned in our quest. So we'll go do that real quick. Alright. Dorms, we have barbarians. I'll have to check our people. We may be a little beat up still. A little bit. Not too beat up though that we are required to flee here. But enough, I need to remember to not risk boom here. Yeah, it's mainly Kaboom. That's hurt. So let's wait with him. So I get cleared up for the most part. Okay. Let's add a lot of barbarians. Also, I was turning that on to test and see if I want to have it on. Just to make it a little easier to follow enemy movements, but it drags everything around. It ain't worth it. Alright. Let's go and fire an arrow into that barbarian. Fire another right here. Injuring both with Perk Wind. Move up and try and whip one of them. We will move up. And I will detonate a lot of them. Alright. Try and go for a bonk there. Let's move you up to support. Mine ult will move up and spear wall. We'll move up here and split without fearing. Ralph will finish him off. Move you right there. Boom will get in this little corner right here to help hold this line. I see a line of people we can go for here. With a cast gate in the back. Wait with the boom. See if anyone moves up. You know, just in case. Alright. Man, I love the barbarian track. So good. Alright. Let's see. Who can we easily get? You! Maybe. Can we get him? So we'll go for him. And we finish him off. Alright. You with the whip. Try and go for something. Okay, one of you has to land a hit. Thank you. Go ahead and do the triple bonk there. We'll move over. That way I can get this line right here. And spear wall again to try and keep them out. I'm gonna split and get one in the back. Let's go for you. sprawl, and we removed his head in the back. Alright. Boom. Let's actually put you right there. Don't want to immediately engage with you. And the barbarians charge. Hey, Matthew. How's it going? We're just vibing out to the soundtrack of the barbarians here. You know, weaving through them. And, oh, what was that? Casimir, please don't tell me that was our good hire. No. Okay, that was not one of our actual good hires. Or, like, insane ones. Good. Right, Mineholf's gonna have to back up here. Hey, if you're watching, careful where you walk. Don't need to have what was happening with people playing Pokemon Go happening. Go ahead and fire 2 arrows here. They'll bleed out before they can actually run. Move up here and try and help out. Boom. Let's see. Bonk him. Is what we'll do is we'll move up here. And we'll try for the actual bonk. No luck. Try for him. Mineholf. I want you to stay where you are. Good hit there. Okay. We need to deal with that mace. We're gonna adrenaline. So Kaboom's in a little bit of a sticky situation. Luckily, they missed. Let's see. I won't be able to get a castigate off. But if I can get a smack to that mace or a mace wielder's head, I would enjoy that. Birchwind is gonna need to swap to his melee. Boomzak's gonna have to kill someone. There we go. And he injures another. Yeah, I was worried about that. Don't let me lose, Birchwind. I've lost enough of my ranged characters already. Alright. Won't be the end yet. That. Go to bonk that one if we can. Alright. There we go. He's got a little bit of pressure off. Cut that one down. Cut this one down. Final free to move back and take a swipe. You know, that is actually a very apt description there. That's how your average bandits go when it comes to those packs. Well, there goes Birchwind. Let's see, and he did die. Well, we're gonna have to train up all new range characters. Luckily, they were never the best. Wolf King. Oh wait, no, that was Tammin. Alright. Man. Really should have paid attention when we were traveling. I was too busy looking around. Alright. Not get that hit. Alright, we'll get that swipe there. I could recover here. That would actually allow me more offensive potential in the next couple turns, so let's do that. Let's try and prevent as much death as possible, you know, avoiding what we already have. Would have been nice, but, well... Come on, Michael. I know, it's very surprising how much animals who are used to people will go for, like, just pestering for food, like food, just because they're not scared anymore. Alright, he actually swapped to javelins, which is better. You need Wolfgang to live. So, boom. You're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead. Let's see. Get that kill. And let's bonk him. That'll put my asthma under him. That helps us break a few of these. Alright. You're too injured, or too fatigued out to blow the horn just yet, so we will have to wait with you for a moment. Alright. Sigmar there, barely holding on. Okay. Oh, there goes Meinl. Man, this is becoming a slaughter. Alright. Let's make sure it ends in our favor then. Come on. There we go. People missing when they shouldn't be. It looks like we may already be starting a new save here in a moment. Because I wasn't paying attention when I traveled. Oh. No. Normal thing. Go to move here and try and save him. Okay, he's breaking. Do that. Bonk him. He should die to that miasma. There we go. Golva should be fine here with the regeneration and the fact that it's nimble. Okay. That worked. We're not dead yet, but we're definitely not in a great position here. He immediately recovered that. Very lucky that he didn't get the kill there. Do that. Alright. Cut him down. An injury on the hand here. Boom should be fine. Good. Almost broken. Sir Wolfgang here is hanging on by a thread, but he's hanging on. Alright. Let's go to move away there. Move up here. Take another stab. Okay, good. He didn't land the hit on the final attack he was gonna get. Maybe. Maybe that's his final attack. We'll see in a moment. You know what? Burn him down. He doesn't get to get away with all the death they caused. And I guess we've caused? He lived with 2 health. Holy crap. This was an absolute slaughter. Alright. Well. Luckily, we have the blacksmith, so we're keeping all this gear. Unfortunately, we are at a point where I really need to start recovering. Everyone died here. No one had a chance of living, apparently. Good news, that means we have plenty of free, roster spots for new people. We can maybe actually get some really good statted bros, Try and really up our game with what we can accomplish. Alright. Let's go ahead and take everything we can. Leave those. They're not really worth it for what they're giving. Take those 2. Put one of our bucklers out. Take one of these maces to sell. Put that out. Grab that one. Just normal things for the company here. A few brothers die, just a few. Some go missing. And there we go. No, I wasn't paying attention when we traveled, and that was my screw up there. Oh, this is why you pay attention. Luckily, it did get us a level up here, on Wolfgang, which he is our sergeant, and we are actually lacking one right now. So him getting any level up he can is really good. Let's go ahead and give him fortified mind there. He took a huge hit from a mace, I'm pretty sure, is what happened. Which really lowered his health. Man, is the company suffering for it. Alright. We're down to 5 when there were 9. 10. I think it was 10. We can still accomplish this, though. Let's see. Hunt down hyenas, webnecks. Dire wolves. Not horrible. Maybe worth doing with our team. Let's go ahead and camp for a second so I can see the hires. You know what? At least our company pay has gone down drastically. Small benefits. If everyone's dead, I don't have to pay them, right? Okay. Go ahead and sell everything. Sell also does allow me to, like, set up new builds here, for some of the people. Okay. Probably can start selling this stuff off. Well, hey. At least it was a safe walk, it sounds like, other than the, rabid squirrel there after the crackers. We'll keep that. I was thinking about maybe selling it here, because we have these, but I'll just sell one of these. And that'll give us some variants on the fatigue or hood, or like headpieces cost. Okay. Let's go ahead and hire Otwin here. Just okay, no. No. No to this Houndmaster. Okay, let's go ahead and have you repair that armor. Let's see. You're good to go. And the rest of us have to be. Okay. Okay, where could we go? Let's go down here. And see what we got for hires. You know what? Better the squirrel than the wannabe lindworm that would be like a small snake or something. Ooh, a miraculous recovery. You know, what would a squirrel be most similar to out of the enemies of Battle Brothers? Come to think of it. Could do that caravan delivery. And we just might here. Let's go ahead and hire a wild man. Let's hire Donbert the Quick. And let's hire our poor friend here with the broken carrot. So funny you should mention that. They are currently people who made this are currently working on a game called Menace, which is a more futuristic version. Or, like, it's a more futuristic game. I don't know if it's supposed to play exactly like this, but they are working on something that's a bit more modern. Oh, you are screwed versus undead. Man, our wild man really, really does not like the supernatural. Hold on. Let's make sure to send them against every Hexen fight and every undead priest we can. No, just knock the fear out of them. The old-fashioned way. Face your fears. Let's actually give you a pipe. We'll give you a dagger as backup. Extra stuff here. Our historian here is not good. Donbert, you need to leave. There's no place for you. Meanwhile, our friend here actually does have a place. He doesn't have the highest rank skill, he never will. But he does have decent resolve. And he does have a range star. So we're gonna set him up for range. Nah, because the reason we won't do that is for one specific reason. He will add to the difficulty of contracts by this point. Every bro you have, even if they're level 1, will technically add to the scaling of a contract. And while we're trying to recover here, and I'm not in a particular need for people like that, it's actually better off to get rid of them. Also, it prevents him from taking any of the XP that we're using to train the others up. So, normally you would be right. If this was early on, I would 100% use him as fodder. But late game, I actually prefer to just get rid of him immediately. Not have to deal with the extra, technically, penalties they'll provide there. I'd hire, like, one of these guys. They're both kind of cheap. They're monks. So, you know, not horrible resolve, at least. I think we still head down, because we've got enough pay for a couple days here. Yeah, exactly. Early on, that is not a bad call at all. Because you don't really have the money to be, like, throwing brothers away. On top of, you don't have as much survivability on your, like, your normal list of brothers. So anybody you can throw is, you know, better than nothing. Later on, where, you know, that just means the enemy's getting confident. In most cases, it actually ends up being worse. Alright. Webnecks. Unhold. You know? Hold on. We're gonna make a save here. I'm not using it for reloading, it's just for the purpose of potential crashes. Do we have enough nets for this that I feel comfortable? Let's also give you a bit of chainmail there, and move you, like, right in the middle here. We have 2 nets. We actually should have more. Yeah, we have a few extra nets. If I recover here and then go for the unhold fight, I have something. I can get some unhold flesh, and we can get some decent pay, and it should, emphasis on should, be not too bad. Oh, I need tools. Alright. We won't be able to fully repair everything, so hold on. I need to set some stuff to not repair so we can, get our full list of stuff ready. Let's do this. Because we need Meinholz's armor, or, well, Wolfgang's armor now, fully repaired here. Kaboom's nearly healed. So, that's good. Alright. We don't have quite enough tools. Let's go ahead and start hunting down the unholds. Yeah. We won't be quite able to repair it, so we'll swap it for the slightly better off armor. Not great, we can manage. Three unholds is fine. Honestly, Blazing Deserts is worth it. It's really good. So if you love the game, I would recommend getting it. It has probably my favorite origin in the Gladiators. It also has, you know, some really, really cool stuff that it adds. Alright, let's go ahead and bonk that undead, or unhold there. Oh, said undead. You know, these undead look a little bit different. They've got a bit of foliage on them. Move you there. They're probably going to get thrown back here in a moment, so we're kind of setting up our formation around that. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and have you go wide. I don't want you anywhere near these things. Yeah. Warriors, both of those are very good. Absolutely love, honestly, all the deal. Like, all their stuff they have in this. So, you know, not exactly unbiased in that respect. You know, there's an extra benefit of putting something in a net and then having a hit with the miasma there. I didn't think about that at first. That's awesome. We'll wait with you. We don't have the space to move anyone else in. Your boom will continue to just annoy and decimate the unhold. Let's go ahead and bonk this one. Yeah, really wanted out of there. We'll go ahead and put him here. And let's deal with the unhold right next to us here. That one finally broke out. But it may be a little too late. Go ahead and keep that miasma stacked. 2 arrows in. Wait. Oh. Hey, Zepeco. How's it going? Let's see. Lucky and Brute are an amazing combination. Alright, let's do that. How you doing, Zepeco? Move up here. Over one into the fire. Good. You may notice our company's a little lacking now. We may have done the legendary location. It may have been a lot more than what I was expecting. We also may only have one gladiator left. But, we have a new weapon. Currently doing an unhold contract here just to get some cash back. Bicep curl. So I should probably change that description slightly, but I've got a 25-pound weight here, and it's just, you know, rather than just the stretch goal, there's also now, which the stretch goal is mainly used as like a break go, or like time to take a break. Um, that one's one that's just, hey, lift a weight. Here, let me change that real quick to just slightly so it's a little bit more um clear. All right, there we go. Yeah, well, I try and keep most of my redeems relatively cheap for people just joining in as well. I'm trying to get like ideas set up for a bit larger ones. I'm pretty sure some of you may have seen the 70K one for just, oh hey, you get to call when the stream ends. And stuff like that, but there's a few like that. I have a timer on it, luckily. There is a break in between each one so my arms don't sit there screaming at me. I was smart enough to plan ahead knowing someone would get that idea. I think it's like a 50, like 5, it's either 5 or 15-minute timer in between. So it gives me at least a slight reprieve in between each one. On top of that, it's only with one arm, so I can swap the arm if one starts to get tired. I really should pay attention when I'm traveling. Okay. Let's see. I see a lot of not too good helmets. A lot of low armored heads. Relatively okay. Kaboom's armor is not great, but we can manage. Let's go ahead and get that right there. Go ahead and bonk him. Move up to the high ground. Try not to look like the Charger from Left 4 Dead, alright? Ow. I hate that they have crossbow mastery for that very reason. Because I believe they have crossbow, like, these guys have crossbow mastery and crippling strikes. So it can actually lead to some pretty nasty hits every now and then. Alright. Let's see. Good double bonk there. And we will bonk him. You know, I forgot to say I was going to be doing that. That'll be... We can have that as, like, the challenge from now on. And then, next run, we will also have that as something. I need to remember that. Because I was going to have that be, like, a little stipulation. I did lose 5 bows earlier, so that'd be, what, 25? It's not too bad. Early on, that's gonna be brutal. I might actually try and keep people alive then.
Oh no! Anyway.
You know what the heck? After this fight, we'll do the 25 from him dying earlier. All right. Let's see. Let's go for an aim shot on this pikeman here. Such luck. Try and bonk him over the head. That works too. Try and just get these people leveled up quickly here. Cut him down. The lunch of champions. Can't say I haven't had similar meals from time to time. Alright. I think this spot is fine. Kinda hard to see where we put all the miasma. Move you up onto the high ground here. Just run you past the miasma here. Boom's still flying over there in his closest attire. Need to get him some armor enhancements. I definitely need to fight some more dire wolves. I mean, the way I look at it, they're good as, I don't know what I want to make. Or I'm too hungry to actually wait to make anything. That's how I view them normally. Let's go to move up here. Got a much better chance to hit him, so we'll do that. Move you over here. Nice, that's the crossbowman dead. Boom will catch the other archer. Let's move up here. Alright. You'll move up so you can take a shot there. And let's do this. Alright, he's now fleeing, so he's not going to get to attack. Try and cut him down. Shulva here will wait. There we go. Get our archer some XP here. And run the last one down. Oh, dearie. What level are you? 9, so you can still use some XP. Still take the head. We've got 3 people who all got levels. That's awesome. No deaths here. And like I did say, for the deaths earlier, since we'll have that as a challenge. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just keep swapping arms that way. It's relatively even. 4, 5. This is 25 pounds, by the way, for those curious. Two, 5, and last one. It's adjustable, so I can lower it if I really need to. But I try not to. You know, extra incentive. There we go. Yeah, around that point. It's not super heavy. Um, but it's heavy enough that, it works. And to be fair, repetition's technically supposed to be better than just going for the actual weight. So I prefer having a mix, like a good mix. All right. Let's see what we've got for contracts here. Pay for just heads? Not bad. Got a few flagellants here. Few recruits. Go ahead and grab some nets. I am out of nets finally. It's taken a while, but we have gotten to that point. Okay. Just sell everything here. Okay, from here, sell this. And we'll sell at least one of these armor pieces here. And the meat. Don't need the mystery meat. Alright. I do need to go get some tools here. So let's hire these 3 real quick and see what they look like. Fishermen are not the worst hires. They're not great. At the very least, I'm getting nets for them, even if they're kind of pricey. Yeah, you can go. You are not horrible. Same with you, actually. Your backline focused, but you're still decent at least. So if we do like this, give him a decent helmet at least, and give him just the spear here. He can go in the back. Ralph. What has you? Oh, the serpent, not the sergeant. I was about to say. Let's go for the health. None of those rolls are really great. Let's see. And yeah, I do need a lot of tools here. We'll be grabbing them in a moment. Yeah, we definitely need that. Got enough fatigue for now. Let's give you gifted to fix up that melee so we can at least use you for a bit. You definitely are going to need extra resolve here. Because we are going to be fighting undead a decent amount. You definitely need that resolve check. Do that. And Ralph here. What do we have for you? You're a sword master, so you're not ever going to have the best fatigue. I think we go ahead and give him a mace. We give him mace specialty here. And we put him in the front line because we do need frontliners. Let's see. I was gonna use you. You're gonna be our discounts mammoth here eventually. So let's go with. I'll give you this armor. Give you an axe, that way you can remove shields. Give you a dagger. We'll sell that knife. Yeah, the translations for that stuff can actually be very weird, I've noticed. Like between the metric system and Imperial. Yeah. Not bad, actually. And then you realize that's actually kind of on the tall side. We'll give you a sackcloth. Make you look like an executioner. That axe. Let's go ahead. There we go. I guess we do have a pike, actually, I could give him. I should probably give him the pike just for the extra chance to hit. So let's do that. Just for now. We'll swap him to the axe later. Everyone else is good with what they've got. You are definitely hurting. Go ahead and have you repair that armor again. There we go. Alright. Yeah, trust me, I know it can be very weird, like, because it seems weird to me sometimes when I look up the conversions. Both have their benefits. As a whole, let's see. Should be able to grab some cheap tools here. Yeah. Grab these cheap tools. We'll grab more nets because I'm gonna need a lot of them here. Boom's just gonna be throwing nets every chance he gets. How much money do we have? 5,000. I could afford a retired soldier. Let me real quick. We won't use like save scumming for anything but hires, just because I don't have a mod currently installed that allows me to check them preemptively. We'll check them both. Let's see. So you would actually be a range character, which isn't bad. We do need one. Both would be. Interesting. Well, we definitely wouldn't hire him as one just because he's got asthmatic. But that raider is actually worth the hire. So let's load back. Yeah, it can definitely be easier to remember with that, for sure. And it helps with, like, just quick guessing what something will be. Let's go with this. Just in case. We're probably gonna have to have him as a hybrid, so let's do this. That gives them a good melee skill, good melee defense. Well, it won't. Actually, it will be good because that's before the that's without the shield there. You are definitely gonna take the direwolf pelt and a cannon. I do need my cannoneers already. And he'll take his spear as a backup weapon just for extra safety. Give him student. Let's go ahead and put him in backline. Before I do that, a few injuries here we need to let heal up, but that should be good. Give him the the duelist hat here, not the Zweihander's one. Let's repair that. That should be good. So we have 2 ranged characters ready for starting to train up here to replace the ones we lost. Move down here. We've also got some tools. Our pay isn't so bad. How badly are we hurt? You would need to set this out for your own safety. Or we could just make sure. Yeah, he would have to sit it out because there are marksmen. Let's do that. Alright. Because we do need the heads. And we need the XP. Alright. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of exposed heads, which is perfect for us. You wouldn't be able to fire just yet, so you'll wait. Yeah, like I said, I know some stuff is weird. I want to put you right here. Let's wait. We'll see. We'll see where they move, and then we'll react to it here. Okay. The crossbowmen are moving up a little bit. So right here, we would get access to him and their pikemen. Let's go for the aim shot back here. Didn't get anything. We'll move up onto the high ground here. Let's move you here. Alright, and now we advance. Trying to get rid of as many as possible. Alright. There we go. Boom, we'll move right here and take a swipe, try and lower their stats. Well, lower their melee. We have a bunk available. We have actually a couple bunks available. Technically, he has an exposed head, so I should use the flail on him, especially since he's shield walling. Definitely need to move someone up to support our cannoneer because they did move up on him. We're gonna actually do this. That works. We get the miasma there. Still get the people who need the XP to get it by doing that too. Let's do split. Perfect. Just, you know, remove a couple heads. Try and bonk them there. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Good. He moved right here. And our raider, fresh hired Burkhardt, does get to move first. Alright, we get a little stab in. He chokes a little bit on the gas. pushing up through them. Sorry, Sepeko, it took me a second to see that. I think it was supposed to be a close... how the system was set up was, like, supposed to be close approximation. To another measurement system. I can't remember the exact reasoning for all of them. I forget which one's technically considered the more accurate. I believe the metric is technically. But there's some stipulations with both. Like, both have their own oddities. There we go. Okay. So our ranger and our fisherman got a level up. Good. And we had no deaths. Good. Let's see. Right here. Definitely need that little bit more of a boost to your resolve. Surprisingly low for a raider. Definitely going to want gifted because we want you with as high of a range as possible. Let's do that fatigue there because you will need some. Let's see. You definitely need the resolve. You've actually got okay fatigue. Let's go for that health roll. You're gonna get less health bonuses. Let's go ahead and give him Colossus here, since he's on the edge. Just to try and help with random injuries. And let's move down. Alright, we got safe roads here. Hey, Artie. Not burning them just yet. Just trying to plan out, you know, the future of each of the characters here now that we're having to essentially rebuild the company. Ooh, that's expensive stuff. We won't be grabbing any of the supplies here. We're just gonna sell stuff and move on. How you doing, Artie? I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be like, I think you're right. I think it's a percentage of heat, possibly. I want to say it's also, relative to, like, the actual, I'm not quite sure, actually, on that one. Really, now that I think about it. Alright, suck it up, man. You're in a mercenary company now. You can't be crying over, well, what's going to be countless bodies by the end. Alright. I do like all these ports we've got over here. Let's go ahead and head to Sandberg, get our... Actually, we need just a little bit more heads. Let's go find a random group of brigands on the road real quick. Yeah. Meanwhile, for us, freezing is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And boiling, I believe, is 120. There's some differences with that. You know what? We have a wild man who's scared of undead. Let's go break him of that. Maybe. 32 spot kickers. Yeah, let's go take our chances with the undead. Speaking of, not those. Not those. Not with a bunch of new brothers. Let's just go find this raider camp here. Alright, Alright, perfect. Just friggin' raiders. Oh, and it's only seven of them. Not bad at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and fire on this guy, who's very lightly armed. Move up to and fire here. Good shot. I'm gonna bonk him. We'll just cut through these guys like they're nothing. Because realistically, they are nothing to us. Alright. Ralph will just run right up. With a pikeman supporting him. Boom! Can go ahead and get a little stab in. Alright, that should just about break him. There we go. Makes him a nice and easy target. Alright, reload the cannon. Move up. Try and fire. Have a little luck. Alright. Wait, you can move up here. I think I did. Good hit there. At least you hit someone. Or we can say about everyone else here. That works. Let's move Silva up. Move you up right here, and that does break him. Perfect. And we don't want you to get the kill, Kaboom. You've got enough trouble. Let's let our cannoneer get a blast in. Right about here. And hit us, hit them. Works out. Let's do an aim shot right here. Unfortunate. Try and take a stab there. Move up the split. There we go. Nice, easy fight for the most part. And we got some salt on the Brigadier. Yeah, it seems weird at first. Trust me, I get it. There's some very weird things when you try and translate between the systems. Like we're not getting any frame drops. Good. Glad that is through. Don't know what was causing that randomly. Okay, about a day on the road. That works. Need more tools already. I can make a profit on that amber. We'll go ahead and grab it. We've got food for a couple days. That's a rather cheap hire. You know what? Just to try him out, because, well, he's a grave digger, but, well, he may not have to dig his own grave. He will. Oh. We'll keep him for now. He's at least got good melee defense. We can start turning him into a defensive lineman. Let's go ahead and give him at least a decent helmet and a pike. Put him in the back. Yeah. That's like the weird thing as well. If you're used to one system, other systems will look very weird. Just because it's something like, you know, for me, some of the stuff in Celsius looks rather low for the temperature when it actually isn't. So it just depends, really. Again, I'm used to, you know, using Fahrenheit, but still. Alright. We'll definitely get Colossus here. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. We're definitely making you a hybrid. So, for that, we're going to need all the points we can get here. Yeah, let's go ahead. I do need a little bit of health on you. But we'll take this roll because none of our melee rolls will be guaranteed. But having you as, like, even a throwing melee hybrid would be good. Maybe make you a duelist? We'll have to see what your health ends up being like. If you'll be a duelist or crossbow hybrid. Alright. You have one purpose, Anton. That is to hold the line. Let's give you some resolve here. We'll need some fatigue on you as well soon. Student. Let's spread you out. Put you here. Yeah, I do need some mammoths for some of these legendary locations, so see me try and hire a few more. Okay, we have to deliver it north. Okay, there it is. We can head right there. It looks like cutting through the backwoods is actually quicker. Interesting. Literally riding the edge of the map. Yeah. I can see that. Like I said, I forget the exact reasoning behind a lot of it. Because it's been a while since I've looked at that. And I was never too invested other than knowing, you know, hey, this means this. With the system. But I imagine that's how a lot of people are with their respective systems they use. It's more about how it affects day-to-day that most people care about. At least in my opinion. Let's go with these helmets. Yeah, you know what? That does make it easy. You can just go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And, you know, just have a very easy counting system for back in the day. Because to be fair, these systems have been around for a while too. So some of the reasoning for them can actually technically be kind of antiquated by this point. Oh, Crystal Skull. Well, it's not the one we're after, but we'll go rescue your own. Alright. That's free fight. Free guaranteed fight that's quick. So, why not? I mean, it's definitely I would say it was probably a consideration. Ooh. As the snow and stiff winds beat upon your face, it seems almost miraculous that there's someone on this mountain waving you down. But there he is, a bearded fellow with 2 sleds in hand. He yells out if you're interested in a race. First one to split them 2 rocks shaped like cocks is the winner. You ask what's on the line when he looks at you like a dog spoken to in the wrong language. You ask what you're betting. He laughs. Ain't no bet, just matter of fun. Fair enough. Someone step forward. I want to see a sled race. Ralph takes the sled from the mountain man. I'll beat you to them rock picks in proper time. Everyone raises an eyebrow as he sets the sled down. He jacks his boot against its front and tips it down towards the edge of the hillside. Ready when you are. The mountain man gives a signal to start the race, and the 2 zip down the snow in an instant. Not sure if the sellsword played cheap. The mountain man suddenly turns sideways and flips his sled, and he goes rolling through the powder in a flail of beard and limbs. Ralph, meanwhile, coasts to an easy victory. Company roars to the victory and carry him down the mountain on their shoulders. The mercenary didn't cheat, it doesn't show, or did cheat, it doesn't show on the mountain man's face. He's just happy to have raced it all. Well, good job, Ralph. Maybe take off the armor before you carry you down the mountain. I don't need anyone tripping and getting crushed there by the barbarian plate. It's rather heavy after all. Let me just see. Just got the notification we discovered something. Oh, camp right above us. Okay. Another undead camp. We do need to clear undead camps, so I really should be looking at those. Alright. We do have our sergeant back. He's still injured, I believe, but not so much we can't do anything with him. Alright. Well, he's near dead already. Actually, he is dead. If we hit. It was close. It was so very close. We'll wait because we can move up and hit this guy after we move to boom. Alright. I'm gonna just bonk him. Get him out of the way. Split there. Stab here. And move up. Perfect. We broke one, so we can move right past them. Get the kill there for the competence. And should be able to just steamroll these guys. There we go. Go ahead and break his morale here real quick. Cannoneer's just in the back like, man, I hate reloading this cannon. Because he doesn't have crossbow mastery, so he's always got to wait that extra turn before he can fire again. Not the joy of firing a cannon. It's better if we move up here, probably. Do a quick shot. Alright. Go ahead and try and bonk him off that spot. Try and stab away at this guy up here. Since he's trying to capture our people. We can wait there for a moment. wait with you. Move up here. Okay, we got a bonk there. We can do that. Alright. Let's go ahead. Finish this off here. Well, he's going to be a little bit fatigued out now. Unfortunately, we didn't get that arrow shot. We did get that stab, though. We can move up. Probably should have split his shield, actually, but it didn't matter. Perfect. And Anton gets a level. Like here? Not too bad. Let's go take a peek at what's in that camp. Because I do need the undead kills. Or the undead camps. Okay, we definitely take that resolve again. He's gonna need a lot of resolve here for what we have planned for him. Definitely go ahead and take Colossus. He's gonna need every bit of help he can get. Let's see. Can't get a scout. Okay. Make a save in case we crash. How bad could this really go? Let's just go right in. You know, we only have a little bit of fear towards undead. There's a lot of geist. That's not good. Okay. I see at least one fallen hero as well. Right here. Their armor's already damaged though, so that's not too bad. The main question is if there's a necromancer. Alright, so we see two fallen heroes. They don't have the best of weapons. They're not too scary. There's a ton of geist. That's honestly kind of scary on its own. Let's keep our formation for a moment. Oh. At least I'm assuming those are geist. Going off the sound effects and everything. Nachos would have run up, so yeah, it does have to be them. Let's go ahead and try and get another shot in here. At least move up and bonk one zombie. Alright. Ralph, I do need you to hit, alright? Okay. Let's go ahead and just injure that one for him. We can cut through most of these. We don't have our cleaver equipped, so we don't have easy head removal. Boom's just gonna cut that one down already. So it is a bunch of geist. Down here. Go ahead and get two bonks right there. Good hit to the fallen hero. back just a tad so we can move people around. Go to move right there. And there we go. Yeah, the Geists are going to have to move up, which is perfect. That's why I wasn't advancing too much here. The Geists will eventually outspeed the Undead, which is very much preferable here. Because we can at least get in range to start hitting them. Alright, let's go ahead and bonk that one. We do have taunt here in case we really need it. Alright, first split to get rid of the fallen hero. Keep targeting him, I guess. Alright. Go ahead and bonk that one since it's in the back, preventing us from moving. Got rid of one Geist at least. Our banner is a little bit far away from everyone else. That's a little dangerous. And kaboom. Go ahead and try and clear some of these out. Yeah. Instant break. What we're trying to prevent here. Okay, we get a kill. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and swap. Alright. Let's go to bonk that one. Hit that one. Blow the horn. Somehow Burkhardt still doesn't recover. It's not good. Don't want to rush you up either. Let's wait. We have such a low chance there. Try the 2 shots here. We can at least move Aldiri right here. He'll have the chance to hit 2 of the Geists, potentially. Friend Lanehard back here. A very similar name. He wasn't the best to hire, so won't exactly complain if he dies. Just be a few weights lifted needed. Let's go to move here. That'll give us access to both Geists, even if one is low chance. He hit. Of course. And he instantly breaks. Well then. Oh. Go ahead and just do the triple bonk. Alright. Recover, people. Thank you. I really wish he did. Move him here. Just to get access to these 4. I do need to get rid of these. Right, there's 5. You know what? Fire right there. We'll have you swap to the whip. Luckily, he's too exhausted to try and move any further. Okay, he made it out at least. Thank you, Kaboom. One less scream we have to deal with. Oh. Ah! That is my thoughts exactly already. Also, that's what they're experiencing currently. Alright. Just go ahead and try and whip him here. I can't recover anyone. He's already exhausted from having to blow the horn. Thank you, Zepeko, for adding the extra 5. We really needed it right about now. Holy crap. Well, I did say we do no more save scumming of any kind here. So, I think the Geists have won it for the undead. But what we need to do is stop instantly breaking due to undead. At least our Bannerman's holding on with myself, actually, too. Oh, nice. One of the undead moved over and picked up our pike. I guess it's his pike now. Oh, exhausted here, but I can at least, you know, recover a little. Let's go ahead and free him. Alright. So far, that is 15. Blow that horn. All you wimpy here. You are just fleeing at the first sight of danger. Not you, Boom. You at least lasted a little bit. You got a kill.
Hardy Forwin asked me how to win this battle. Well, Hardy Forwin, if you're still struggling with the delightful nonsense of Battle Brothers, try outsmarting your enemies instead of just charging in like a nincompoop. Position your troops wisely, flank those abominations, and manage your resources like a savvy little strategist. Remember, it's a battle of wits, not just swords. And good luck with Volfov Shulva. They might need it. Watching you fumble through this chaos.
Yeah, well. Everyone's a critic. Anyway. Bonk that one. Get him his confidence back. Game we actually cover here. Kaboom, I need you to stop breaking over there and get back here. Our Swordmaster's gonna make it out this week. Well, seems I'm going to be breaking soon. I know the second our sergeant dies, by the way, we are just... That's it. And it's looking like he may go in just a moment here. Actually, it's technically already over because he can't blow the horn. Alright. On the clock, we're at least going out with a bit of flair. By swinging our flail. Before or after the weights? You can do that. Every wipe will be 10 push-ups. Every death will be 5 dumbbell curls. get a real workout today. Yep, there's the break there. Kaboom's at least on his way back in. Alright. Ooh. So this will be 55. Because I believe we had 10 people going into this. Actually, it'll be 60 because it was 11. I looked at the number after we already had death. True, especially with the games I play between XCOM and this. I'm just gonna slowly get whittled down through the armor. Or through the health regen. Kaboom. I need you to kill that. Yep. Back to fleeing is. Well. The second the gladiator drops is actually when we'll call it, by the way. Because the run loses the second he dies. So if people don't die before him, we won't count them. Because, you know, they didn't die. They maybe made it out. Alright. And I'm on my own miasma here. Oh. I've got a bleed here, but we got 2 health in a dream. Nope. Alright. And I was killed. Well. Is it? So, the end result is 50 on the dot. With the numbers, I believe. Let me double check that real quick, because we had 2 people not die. And I can check right before this. Yeah, I mean, it was what, 8 Geist? That is a nightmarish situation for undead. Yeah, so 50 on the dot. Alright. We'll do a new campaign here. You know what? Let me throw a poll out between the ones I'm thinking about here. Alright. We'll also take a break here, by the way. But we'll throw a poll out while I'm doing these. Okay. So, we have Oath Takers. I haven't done many of them. We have Anatomist. I'm very curious if they get anything from the new enemy type. Let's see. We could do a Lone Wolf. That could be interesting. You know, let's also have, I would say Dockful Cultist, but they're kind of RNG heavy. Even compared to normal. We'll have another Gladiator run as the 4th option. Alright. There's the poll. Let's see. We'll do the weight. Just to make it that extra bit painful. Oh, I already know Hardy's vote. Oath Takers are Here, let me hover over that for you real quick, Zepeko. Let you read this. Or here, I'll read it out here in a second. Oath takers are knightly warriors, beholden to no liege lord, but to ideals and teachings of their founder, young Aslan. The order now finds itself in dire straits, and they've turned to you to reverse their fortunes, and you teach these zealots to become successful mercenaries. Start with 2 battle-hardened warriors and good equipment, and you're sworn to young Aslan's teachings. You must take oaths that confer various advantages and disadvantages until fulfilled. Right, I think that was 5 there. Four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15. 4, 5, 20. 5. 30. 35. 40. Ooh. Ooh. 45. 50. Oh. Okay. Hey Matthew, welcome back. Just in time to see us starting a new run. We wiped on 8 Geists, basically, because they broke everyone almost instantly and kept them broken. Oh. And we only had 2 people technically survive. Our gladiator died before them, so we called it there. So I had to just do 50 weights, because the Pekka also redeemed the weight lift right at the same time. Oh. Now for the push-ups. You guys won't be able to see this because I'm not turning the camera here, but I'll do them. It was, what was it? 10 push-ups. Okay. So 1 second. And then we're going to take a quick stretch break so I can go get some water. That one's a lot of fun. I actually really like that one. If you have Game Pass, Dark Tide's actually really good. If you ever want to give that a try. I'm giving myself just a slight break before we do the push-ups. Oh. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright. And while the poll's going on, we'll just take a quick stretch break so I can get up and walk around in that too. Oh. Also, I accidentally spilled something, so I have to clean it up. So I'll be right back. We'll play an ad during it just to disable pre-rolls in case anyone has to reload. Hey, I will tell you, Matthew, Dark Tide, a lot of people don't have mics, but it's relatively easy to coordinate. Kind of like Left 4 Dead. So, It's not too bad. Yeah, I will be right back. So I'll see everyone in just a minute here. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. I definitely needed to stretch right after all that. Let's see the poll. All right. Let me, real quick, see if I can put my own vote in. I can't vote for, I can't put my vote in. So I know it'll be split with my vote. Let's flip a coin over it between the two. So, Anonymous technically wins, but I can't put my own vote in. So let me grab a coin real quick, and we'll figure out which one we have. Alright. Mordheim is awesome. Alright. Heads, it is Anonymous. Tails, it will be Oathtakers. Okay. Just to show, it was Tails. So we will be doing Oathtakers. And next run will be Anonymous, since it was a tie. if we die. Oh. Alright. We're on the Holy Crusade now, people. Oh. Yeah. I know it'll show as unanimous 1, by the way. For those curious, it's because I can't put my own vote in for those polls. So. But no, Mordheim is awesome. Necromunda's good. I feel like Mordheim's the better game. But both are excellent, Matthew. Also, did I remember to put the camera back up? I did not. Well, I showed the coin off to no one. Forgot about the camera. Sorry about that. But yeah. So what we'll do Oath Takers into Anatomist if we get a wipe here. What should be the company name, everyone? But yeah, both are excellent games, Matthew. I would definitely recommend both. It is, in a sense, and playing as anything else against the undead is hard mode. At least early on. You know, I feel like that's fitting. The company name, Deus Vult. Our slogan, Deus Vult. And because it's just thematic, Jovian Order also works. The slogan will still be Deus Vult. Oh. Forgot the H. There we go. Oh, wait, I missed a bit there. Sylvanian. Vanvian Order. You know, I like that. I actually like that one. Alright. Wait. Vanian, not Van. Jeez. Oh. Alright. So we'll do Oath Takers. Let's do... I always do just the economy, you know, generous as well. I don't much care for the grind that is trying to earn named weapons later. In some cases, plus it just makes it where I can focus less on that and more on the actual preparing for fights. Alright. No Iron Man just in case of bugs. We'll just keep the original honor rule. Till we defeat the cultists, we get 1 reload per day. Or per stream. Just for a bullcrap situations. Alright. Let us scour these lands for honorable and be diligent in our tasks. May we ever make young Anslan whole again from the rat bastard Oathbringers who broke him. For gold, glory, and young Anslam. Alright. Okay, so let's see what our start is. We start with the banner. We have a okay brother. He's old. He's got cocky. And he's lucky. So he is already perfectly suited to be the bannerman. Holy crap. Level 1. Nothing else. Trust me, I know that feeling, Matthew. That's how I was for the longest time with mine. But yeah. he is going to be perfect for this role. So he will be in the back line. We will not break as long as he holds strong. He's definitely going to need some fatigue here. Let's go with student. He's definitely going to need cocky for the health here. Fix that. Alright. Zepeko, it was decided by a coin flip because my vote was towards Anonymous. Or, not towards Anonymous, towards Oath Taker. I just forgot to show on... I forgot the camera there. But, it was a tie. I flipped a coin over it. Anonymous will be next if this wipes. But, yeah, it landed on Tails, and that was what, Oath Taker's was. Keep that coin there in case I need it again. Alright. And we have a brute, or a huge man here to, go with. Not bad. Alright. Let's see. Secure the Herbalist Grove. We could do that. We could also just hunt down some brigands. Let's do that. Let's let them spawn in first. And then we'll grab our people. Hey, good night, Zepeko. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the company there. We'll hopefully avenge our previous company here. For the first 20 days, I will not be doing the dumbbell curl for losses, by the way. Just because I know I'm gonna have a lot of death. I would not be able to hold the controller by the end of the stream at that point, I think. Unless I was very lucky. But after 20 days, that, you know, all bets are off. Let's go to hire you and hire you. And we still have the rule for 10 push-ups on whites. Okay. All of you are kinda bad. Lovely. I've not played that one. So I couldn't tell you there on that one. These are kinda expensive, but I do need something. That's at least not bad on price. Get a hood as well. I want those mushrooms, but I know I shouldn't grab them yet. Alright, who is the best person here? Technically you. You're all awful, though. You know what? You get a dagger, none of you get the armor, and we just send them in. Okay. Alright. I do not know what any of these do. Oh, wait. Right. Okay, so... Oath of Fortification. Interesting. Yeah, we're not taking that. If people die, we lose stuff. This hurts early, but it does help us. Let's take Insidious kill. Thank you for the wake-up party.
No! no.
To the
Anyway.
west. Let's get our oath takers leveled up. You know what? For once, I will be the bannerman. Shova the Pious. By the way, if you want a character named after you, feel free to just mention it. Just pick a character who's not already named and we can name him. Alright. We got brigand thugs already on us. Alright, let's let them charge us. We will not break, but they will. Hopefully. Alright, let's wait here. Let's do this. I want to be the one on the high ground. Let's go ahead and throw that there just to help out. Wouldn't do this. True. And it helps you with wanting to keep them alive. Normally. You know, it just adds to it. Oh, well. Rip that guy. Try and not name people we're just throwing into the meat grinder as well. Let's do this. Because we don't need him. Off with his head. Slash into him. Go ahead and do that. Okay, he's gonna take that position, but that's fine. A little bit of damage in. Of course he can hit when we can't. You know, his Battle Brothers things. Of course he does have a sword. Alright, go ahead and finish him off. Just down to the two knights once again. Alright. Over the Pious is being surrounded. But it does not matter. Alright, go ahead and slash this one. Alright. Well, I let one get away. Run him down. No one truly escapes. Hey, I've heard that one's really good. Or that's a really good game. I have not played the Prototype series personally. I always heard a lot of good things about it. And no one gets away. Oh, hey, look. Heartbert actually lived. Look, we even get some gear. Alright. And I don't believe our action... we took a small hit here. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and get that resolve up even more. Alright. Let's go ahead and take rally the troops. Sigurd. Or at least the one known as Sigurd for now. We'll go ahead and take Student. He is a student of young Aslan, after all. Let's go ahead and give you some fatigue here. And our unhappy person missing a finger can just go ahead and take a short sword. And that will be all. And we'll give him something better than the rags. Yeah. the problem is the bots are terrible. Um, even the worst player is normally better than the bots. So I would never recommend anyone play with them personally for that reason. Luckily, you can generally get by pretty well, even with like people who aren't the best. As long as you pay attention to your surroundings and like try and coordinate. We'll sell those few weapons there because we won't be using them over just like swords and that basically. Let's go with Wiggle.